Hello and welcome to The Print.
Welcome.
We have a special guest with us. He's someone who had taken everyone by surprise when he decided to join electoral politics. And he has once again taken everyone by surprise when he talked about his decision to quit active politics. Meet Mr. E. Sridharan, also known as the Metro Man of India. Welcome to The Print, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, your decision to quit active politics has come at a time, when the BJP is already struggling in Kerala. At the same time, you also talked about that, for BJP Kerala to grow, it will have to mend its ways. It will have to, bring in a significant change. What exactly you meant by it, sir?
Well, I said I'm quitting active politics.
Right.
I'm not leaving BJP.
Right.
I'll be still part of maybe the BJP. My resources will be available, but I won't be able to take active part in the sense I will not contest any election. I will not take part in any of the hartals and things like that, or Niraharam, for some, this sort of thing I will not do. But I am available for the BJP. My intellectual and my experience in the matter, they are available. That is one thing. BJP is the only alternative in Kerala today as I fight. The people are fed up with the present LDF government. The Congress, the UDF, the Congress and Muslim League particularly, their popularity is waning very badly. So, and this is a good occasion for BJP to gain strength and be a very decisive force in Kerala. It is possible. So that's what I said. BJP has got an excellent prospects in Kerala, but they have to slightly change their attitude. For example, BJP should not highlight too much the Hinduism or Hindutva. They should definitely give a message that they stand for all the people of Kerala, not for Hindus alone. And the interest of all sections of the people should be in their mind. That's the basic change required. It should be accepted, just like what our own Prime Minister is doing. Our Prime Minister never speaks about Hindutva. He never speaks about that he's standing for a particular section of people. He is for the people of India. The same attitude we should take.
Sir, despite you said that, that there are strong prospects for the BJP in Kerala, it was not even able to win a single seat. Do you think there was too much, the high profile campaign was concentrating too much on, as you said, Hindutva, love jihad, and, issues which were related to religion? Do you think they should have focused on something else?
No, I don't think that has in any way affected. What has affected BJP was the strategy that was really adopted. The main mistake committed was changing the president of Kerala Congress and BJP party so frequently.
Okay.
I think during the last 2-3 years, there were 3-4 changes. And the present incumbent had very little time to consolidate himself to pick up the, to have association with the people. See, that was the main thing. And there was, to some extent, a bit of we could not project a very, very united party. There was some opinion at the top level that gave a wrong message. That is the main thing. Not that, and most important, I felt was that the power of the center, BJP, was doing so many wonderful things for the whole country. We have not been able to project it in the correct manner to the people of Kerala. And whatever is being done by the center, that credit is being hijacked by other parties. And we were not able to stop that sort of thing. So this strategy has to change. And we have got sufficient time for that purpose for the next elections to come. By that time, BJP should be able to reorganize, completely come together, win the confidence of the people. That's the most important. That is very, very necessary, the confidence and the trust of the people.
So are there any particular leaders you think they should have, sort of worked in a better manner? As you said that, they were not united. So is it the state leaders who are to be sort of blamed for the loss?
No, I don't think so. The main mistake was a change of leadership. That affected very badly. If you give sufficient time, even to the present leadership, it's enough that they will be able to reach the hearts of the people in the state. But you should give them time.
Sir, all our viewers would... Yes, please continue.
Don't bring a leader just 4 months or 3 months before the election. That's not enough. Unless he's a leader of all India standing.
Right.
Such people have, unfortunately, are not readily available in Kerala BJP. That will come. The present leadership is quite serious. They're quite efficient, quite competent, and they should be able to work into the minds and the hearts of the people.
Sir, what would be, everyone would want to know why did you decide to quit active politics? I know you will be available for the BJP as and when required, but what is it that, triggered that, you decided that this is not for me?
The main reason was my health conditions.
Right.
And advancing age. I am now 90. And during the last 3-4 months, I had 2-3 very serious setbacks in my health condition. So I felt that I will not be able to carry on any difficult, any rigorous responsibilities hereafter. That's why I did not quit politics. I only said I will not take part in active politics.
Right. And sir, how was your entire experience of electoral politics? You have been involved in so many things, but how different was it from, leading the metro in India to entering politics?
You see, my main reason for entering politics was that I thought I could serve the state much better if I am in the politics. And being in the politics alone is not enough. You must also have sufficient political power to exercise and take decisions. That is also necessary. Once I had withdrawn from all my professional responsibilities, I thought still my long experience and my expertise, that should be available to the state. That only prompted me to enter into politics.
So has the central leadership at all, talked about your decision to quit active politics? Did they have, any reaction on it? Did any of the senior leaders reach out to you?
No, not at all. Central leadership also did not invite me into the party earlier. It was only the state party which invited me. And when I left also, all the state people, they understand. They understand very well why the reasons for my keeping aside from active politics. And the central leadership, nobody has tried to influence my decision.
So considering BJP's, core politics, we can say it's Hindutva. How do you think party's politics is shaping up in Kerala, where the Hindus are in minority? Do you think that's an issue?
I don't think BJP's politics is around Hindutva. Certainly not. BJP today is the biggest, is the only party where people have confidence. And that party definitely has the interest of all sections of the people, all Indians. And that is evident from the last 7 years, what Narendra Modi has brought up with so many changes, so many improvements, so many new ideas that has come. It is not towards Hindus alone. It was for the whole country. And that is the attitude and that is the image that BJP in Kerala should also exhibit.
Sir, what about the current government? They were earlier really praised for their COVID management, but the number of cases are now increasing. For the past few months, we have noticed that. How do you rate them?
The present government is not at all doing well in Kerala. There are so many problems. And they are misguiding the people on many fronts. misguided people. A typical example is the high-speed railway line they are pushing,
Right.
which in its present form is absolutely of no use to Kerala. And is such a very expensive thing. So what is in the interest of the party is what they are pushing and not what the interest of the state. There are so many other important investments necessary for the state that is not being thought of. So the present Delhi government's aim seems to be in limelight with this sort of talk or projecting this sort of thing. But ultimately, they will not be able to deliver any of those things.
So you must have seen that the church itself in Kerala, it has been making allegations of love jihad. Do you think love jihad is an issue in the state?
It is in a way. There is. We can't say that, but that is not a very serious threat, according to me. That can be easily put down. And for that, we should have change in the mind of the people and tell them the dangers involved in this.
Dangers involved
in love jihad. Dangers involved for the community that is affected.
And so what would be the...
People have understood this. I don't think there are many such cases happening now.
There are not many cases happening in Kerala, you're saying?
No.
And sir, what would be the three things that you will tell the Kerala BJP to sort of, what would be the advice that you will give Kerala BJP? Three things that you will tell them to, as you pointed out, that they need to make some changes in their...
The BJP has to bring in all like-minded people into the fold, not merely Hindus. Even the Hindu community is such a huge community here, so many organizations, all these organizations have to be brought in. And we have to also create confidence and trust in other communities as well. And many of them are willing to come in the way with BJP. If there is some, if they know that their community will get the benefit out of it. We have to show that benefit to them also. You see, one thing is BJP's coalition, the NDA in Kerala is, except for the SNDP, other parties are hardly anything. We have to widen our circle, widen our associations, get more and more organizations into the fold, for which there is time now. 3 years' time is available for all these things. We should work on those lines and gain their confidence.
So you must have seen that, the government decided to sort of take back the farm laws, something which there was debate going on for quite some time. There was protest by the farmers. And finally, the government said that, we are, taking them back. How do you see that? I mean, the farm laws being withdrawn?
I think that is a very practical step that the government has taken. They held on. They know that the farm laws brought in are in the best interest of the farmers. But we are not able to convince big section of the farmers in the matter, and they were becoming restless. I would say restless and even anti-national, almost like that. I won't call it anti-national. They had their own fears. We have not been able to give answers to their fears properly in a convincing way. So it's better that let it lie low for some time, and sooner or later they will realize that had we had these laws, we would have been better off. We'll wait for the stage to come.
And so do you think then farm laws will be back? Not now, but sooner or later?
Back to?
They will.
Yeah. Farmers are now quite satisfied. They are back in the fold already. And I'm sure now farmers will definitely respect the gesture shown by the Prime Minister, and they will reciprocate very favorably.
So you must have seen that, there are elections to 4 states and 1 UT. You talk about the fact that, we should not concentrate on one single community. We have to take all communities together. But if we look at, the poll campaigns in UP, in other states, Uttarakhand, BJP talks about, with the moment there is criticism, it says, one should go to Pakistan. There are, they try to use certain terminology which is against certain minorities. So how do you see BJP overall in terms of the way you are talking about Kerala and how the politics is panning out across the country?
See, these are all very isolated cases. One sparrow does not bring the summer. One or two people say like that doesn't make, that does not put the party in any trouble at all. These are individuals. Only thing is, we are a little more tolerant. People who behave in such fashion should be really thrown out of the party, according to me, so that people have the confidence. This is not we are planning. But if people are wanting to work against the nation, against the interest of the nation, naturally we have to call it out and expose them. That is also necessary. Why some people are having loyalty and patronage only to outsiders, not within our party? If they have the same sentiments for the same community in India, I can appreciate that. They're all very isolated cases. We should not generalize.
And sir, you said that you have quit active politics, but you will continue to guide the BJP as and when required. So what can we expect from you in the coming few days, considering there are elections in 5 other states, and at the same time, at the national level also, government can always take your help in one way or the other?
I have already given my suggestions to the state BJP top leaders, what corrections we have to take. And they are all under serious discussion and consideration. I'm sure that we will change our strategy a little bit, but that may not be the right solution to other areas. I won't say that. I'm not looking into that at all. Though I'm continuing with the BJP, it is with a limited context of Kerala only.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. Thank you so much, sir, for talking with us. You have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.